do you listen to movies in other languages? Do you watch movies in other languages?
Occasionally, if it's good. There's a few out there that are excellent. Like,
Well, you ever watch anything in Polish?
No.
Do you speak Polish?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I bet Polish Hollywood is awful. I bet it's absolutely terrible.
Hmm.
I would put money on it that it's unwatchable. Sorry, all my Polish people out there, I love you. But yeah, there's been times like Letters from Iwo Jima, which is Iwo Jima from World War II from the Japanese perspective.
Right.
It's powerful. It's very, very powerful.
And it's not Americanized, obviously.
Well, it's made by Clint Eastwood. I think it was directed by Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's American made, but because it's like Flags of Our Fathers was the story of Iwo Jima from the Americans' perspective and like what happened to all of them when they got home from the war, as opposed to Letters from Iwo Jima, which is just strictly from the Japanese perspective, all in Japanese on the island because all of them pretty much got murdered. What killed in action, not murdered, killed in action.
Americans, we talk a lot about like other dictators and heinous things that the world's done, but that one definitely has to be in the conversation of taking the cake.
It's a different perspective.
Because the story goes is that they surrendered and we just blew them up anyway. That's the way the story goes.
And Iwo Jima?
Hiroshima.
No, Iwo Jima. This is Iwo Jima.
Oh, okay.
Not Hiroshima.
Okay.
Not Hiroshima. That's completely different. Hiroshima, Iwo Jima. So you know like the famous picture of like the people on the island lifting up the flag. It's like 6 guys lifting up the flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's Iwo Jima.
Okay.
So Iwo Jima is one of the islands when we were doing island hopping. So that movie's in Japanese, phenomenal. There's Midnight in Paris which is in French, obviously, with Marlon Brando. The famous pass the butter scene. I'll let you Google it if you want. It's hilarious and kind of gross.
Pass the butter.
Put it this way. They didn't have lube. That's your hint. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's an excellent movie. We watched that in college and class. That was great. Other shows in other languages. Lilyhammer on Netflix, Norwegian. That was pretty good. So I will watch things in other languages if it's good. Yeah, why not? I watch everything with subtitles anyway.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, everything.
Me too. Everything. And
that's just live.
Everything. It definitely helps.
It does.
Definitely helps. I watch a lot of Spanish shows.
I bet.
Because I'm not completely fluent. But they also have really good writing. It's very dramatic. Plot twists. They write good thrillers. Write good thrillers. Not to mention it helps me get a little bit more in touch with my heritage. So, Spanish movies. House of Cards. Was it?
Yeah, House of Cards. Kevin Spacey.
No, House of Cards. What is it? Money Heist. Money Heist. Living. One's called Living Without Permission. Just finished one called Alba. They all happen to take place in Spain. I think Netflix just has the algorithm right. They make some good shows though, but mostly Spanish. But I'm never against watching other ones too, because especially with Netflix, it's become so globalized. There's a lot of good stuff that's in French or Spanish or whatever.
Yeah, there is one movie on Netflix I watched not too long ago, another World War II movie, about again also Norway. I think it was Norway or Sweden. It was a true story, completely in Swedish or Finnish or fucking whatever language they speak up there. I don't remember. But this story of this guy and how he survived is fucking crazy. Like, you thought, DiCaprio had a tough time in The Revenant? This guy would like, hold my beer. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, yeah?
I forget the name of it. It's off Netflix, but it was incredible. So yeah, honestly, foreign films are a lot good to watch because it's different from the Hollywood rubric.
They tend to have very compelling or based off true stories, but I would just say compelling in general because of what you just said. That rubric. And did you know because I don't know if we've talked about this, but I've talked to a lot of people about this. The reason why Hollywood has gone to shit. Do you know why? Like one of the biggest reasons?
No, like me.
With the world becoming more globalized, and
Is it China? It's because of China.
it's not necessarily because of China.
It's because of
It's
China.
not
It's
because
because of China.
It's because the way the numbers have shifted, 80% of box office is international. So
Mm.
Hollywood
Oh, yeah, no, for
has
sure.
adapted and
Yeah.
made cookie cutter films, or films where there isn't too many American symbols, colloquialisms, representations. Like, we're never going to have some of the most iconic movies that we've had, like The Godfather, because it's just too American. You know, not really.
The Godfather, honestly, it's kind of crazy to say,
Or
The
like-
Godfather is very American.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's very, or like,
The first
or
one, at
things
least.
like, you know, even like other movies, like The Breakfast Club, or
Ugh, what a film.
you know, Scarface, all of these different just super iconic films. It's Hollywood is not going in that direction. Streaming is, because streaming is replacing a lot of what's happening in Hollywood,
Yeah,
and
okay.
bringing good stories back.
Yeah.
But prior to that, think about the movies in the last 15 years.
Marvel.
Fast 12,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Marvel 1000.
I was gonna say that Marvel 1000.
Batman
all
again.
the biggest selling movies, it's just straight blockbusters.
Yeah.
Straight blockbusters.
I mean, do they make $1 billion though?
Oh yeah. I mean, but that's what it is. They're following the money. Follow the money. Always follow the money.
And they're still good. Like I know people who like the Marvel movies.
They're entertaining.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
good, great.
I know, dude. I love Spider-Man. The last Spider-Man.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that was the first Tom Holland Spider-Man I've ever seen,
It's incredible.
and I was just mind blown.
the other two are also very, very good.
I was mind blown.
I mean, but to the point of Marvel, it's like they follow the same formula. Every movie's pretty much the same.
And with the corny asides.
Yeah, and it's
you
like
know, the lines that they say.
they all have to be funny. They all have to be action packed.
But like not actually funny.
But like not haha funny, but like corny.
like a snappy.
Yeah,
It's
witty.
like in
They all be witty.
In like the Fast series, I swear Vin Diesel's the star of this movie. He has the least amount of lines, and they're
Yeah.
all the same.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
all the same
sometimes
movies.
you just gotta race, kid.
Double family. Yeah.
Family.
It's
Oh
all-
yeah, the family.
They're all the
Family.
same. Yeah, they make the same movie over and over again. I think that was the problem with Star Wars. Star Wars tried to be witty and snappy and funny and quirky and quippy. It's just like, and representing all the groups. You have a black guy, you have a strong woman, you have another strong woman, you have another black guy. It's just like, guys, can you just tell a good story, please? For fuck's sake.
Don't.
You can do both.
You can do both. You can do both, and that's kind of my overall problem with Hollywood as a whole.
Yeah, there's a lot of
with
Hollywood
like
as a whole.
TV shows and then movies. It's like,
I mean, but again, you can watch what's old. Like, I definitely watch more old things than new things.
me as well. Yeah. But I will say that streaming giants, the video streaming giants, have brought, and it's interesting. You look at it, that's where all the great actors are going. All the great actors and actresses. They're not even in theaters. Barely.
Yeah. that's not what
Everything's
money is.
going straight to Netflix or HBO Max or
Or they go
Amazon.
to theaters within 3 weeks. They're on a streaming service.
right.
Yeah.